The tablet market may seem calm on the surface, but there is a strong undercurrent. Every brand is continuously stepping up their game in terms of specs and user experience. This is the all-new Vivo Pad 6 Pro. I can responsibly say that it is completely different from all previous Vivo tablets. Whether in terms of specs or user experience, it can be called a massive transformation. In this video, let me take you on a deep dive into this tablet. The first transformation of the Vivo Pad 6 Pro is this display. It features a 13.2-inch screen, 4K resolution, and 144Hz refresh rate. These display specs are indeed very intimidating on paper. So to experience the gap more intuitively, we brought out the Vivo Pad 5 Pro and the iPad Air M3 for a comparison. The screen on the Vivo Pad 5 Pro is 13 inches with a 3.1K resolution and a 144Hz high refresh rate. The iPad Air is 13 inches with a resolution of 2732 by 2048 and only a 60Hz refresh rate. Through brightness testing, the Vivo Pad 5 Pro has a maximum manual brightness of 630 nits and a peak brightness of 1200 nits under strong light. The iPad Air has a maximum manual brightness of 620 nits and its peak brightness under strong light is also only 620 nits. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro has a maximum manual brightness of 630 nits and a peak brightness of 1200 nits under strong light. We found some 4K Dolby Vision source material to test their visual effects. Let's compare it with the previous generation first. The colors of the Vivo Pad 6 Pro completely crush the Pad 5 Pro because the latter lacks Dolby Vision. In this snowfield scene, you'll notice that the Pad 6 Pro has excellent contrast, giving the whole picture a lot of depth. Meanwhile, the Pad 5 Pro leans blue overall, has high saturation but low contrast, making the whole image look blown out and unnaturally bright. Now let's compare it with the iPad Air. You can clearly feel that the clarity of the Vivo Pad 6 Pro is slightly better. For example, the texture of the feathers and the animal's fur. The lines are visibly sharper. Also, in the highlights, the Vivo Pad 6 Pro is more dazzling. I definitely prefer the visual effects presented by the display of the Vivo Pad 6 Pro. It also has upgrades in eye protection. Looking at this eye comfort interface, there are more adjustable parameters: global DC dimming, flicker-free operation, and smart color temperature adjustment, which better adapt to your viewing environment. Audio-visual experience involves both seeing and hearing. Actually, when watching matches or TV series, the sound quality of the Vivo Pad 6 Pro also gave me a lot of surprises. Since the screen and display effects are maxed out, it must be paired with a top-tier chip. This time, the Vivo Pad 6 Pro is equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Let's run some benchmarks directly, starting with Antutu. The Vivo Pad 5 Pro scored 2,964,000 points, and the Vivo Pad 6 Pro scored 4,188,318 points, completely crushing the previous generation. Looking at 3D Mark, we first ran the stability test. The Vivo Pad 5 Pro maxed out at 2,318 points, and the Vivo Pad 6 Pro hit a maximum of 3,071 points. We also conducted high load tests in gaming scenarios. The Vivo Pad 5 Pro reached a maximum of 19,742 points, and the Vivo Pad 6 Pro maxed out at 26,103 points. The performance upgrade on the latter is quite significant. Of course, these scores only prove that the Vivo Pad 6 Pro is highly capable, but is there a huge improvement in actual everyday experience? We tested Genshin Impact first. Under the same room temperature, we played Genshin Impact on both tablets for an hour. The Vivo Pad 5 Pro had an average frame rate of 59.9 FPS, power consumption of 8.66 watts, and a temperature of 33 degrees. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro had an average frame rate of 59.9 FPS, power consumption of 5.66 watts, and a temperature of 33 degrees. Compared to the previous generation, the heat dissipation of the Pad 6 Pro has obviously improved. Running at the exact same frame rate, the power consumption is much lower. It's worth noting that both the Pad 6 Pro and the Pad 5 Pro support super resolution and frame interpolation. When the former turns on super resolution, it can reach 2.4K, but with both super resolution and frame interpolation on concurrently, it only achieves 2.3K at 120 FPS. The Pad 6 Pro, on the other hand, can concurrently run 2.3K super resolution and 120 FPS frame interpolation. This means that with both features enabled, the visual effect on the Pad 6 Pro is better. Moreover, both tablets support a 144Hz refresh rate. We then placed the two tablets side by side for a gaming session. First, we selected Smooth in the settings, turned on 144 FPS, and played a round of PUBG. The Vivo Pad 5 Pro had an average frame rate of 143.4 FPS, power consumption of 7.78 watts, and a temperature of 34.7 degrees. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro had an average frame rate of 143.9 FPS, power consumption of 8.14 watts, and a temperature of 33.8 degrees. From the results, the Pad 6 Pro's frame rate is more stable, its performance output is stronger, and the temperature is lower. We also turned on 4K super resolution, attached a cooling clip, turned on Performance Mode Plus, and played a match. The Vivo Pad Pad 6 Pro had an average frame rate of 143.9 FPS, power consumption of 10.45 watts, and a temperature of 32 degrees. This is the screen without super resolution turned on. This is the screen with super resolution turned on. Whether it's the physical lines of the buildings or the clarity of the grass and trees, there is a very obvious improvement. However, aside from video and gaming experiences, productivity is also a very important part of a tablet. At the beginning of this year, we started trying out some short-form video content. Editing this content doesn't require a high-performance computer like a MacBook Pro, so we made some attempts using the tablet. We used the Vivo X300 Ultra's professional video mode to shoot several sets of footage. Since it's all within the Vivo ecosystem, 4K footage shot on the X300 Ultra can be transferred directly to the tablet with just a tap. Install CapCut Pro on tablet, and if you are a Mac user, you can even adjust the Vivo keyboard to Mac layout, making the operation even seamless. We did a software test first, layering 5 clips of 4K 30 FPS video footage simultaneously, and the preview played normally. Its operation logic is indeed identical to a computer. Connecting a mouse makes it much easier to control. It can also import LUTs to restore log video. A 30-second video composed of 13 4K 30 FPS clips took only about 10 seconds to export, which is quite fast. It can totally handle small-scale short video creation. Even if you use an iPhone, you can download a file transfer app and achieve an efficient 4K content creation. I feel that pairing it with the X300 Ultra basically covers our entire short video workflow. Once editing is done, you can publish directly, which is very convenient. Additionally, the Vivo Pad 6 Pro has a PC-level CNKI CAJ viewer. Designers and researchers will definitely understand its value. Beyond these more specialized fields, more people use tablets for simple text-based work. I don't have my own computer at home, aiming to separate work and life, but for emergencies or when I want a change of scenery for work, a tablet is incredibly convenient for me. And on a 13.2-inch tablet, which is close to a computer monitor size, multi-window is a real efficiency-boosting feature. With just a swipe, you enter the Origin Workspace. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro supports displaying 5 application windows simultaneously, and every single app keeps running. Look, the Team Fight Tactics character next to it is still moving around. It's really convenient for slacking off at work. The overall workflow efficiency is quite good. If there's an emergency and I need to remotely connect back to my studio's computer, it can handle that too. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro's compatibility with the iPhone is executed very well. Aside from lossless asset transfer with the tablet can also serve as a storage expansion tool for the iPhone. On my 256GB iPhone, rarely used photos and videos can be backed up directly to the Vivo Pad 6 Pro. It also supports viewing and sharing them anytime. Since both the software and hardware are great, what about the battery life? We fully charged the tablet, and after high-intensity gaming tests, software tests, and daily TV show watching, a full day of heavy use, it surprisingly still had 15% left. My battery anxiety is officially cured. These transformations represent Vivo's desire to gain the upper hand in this year's tablet. Looking at the specs, this is almost an inside-out upgrade compared to the previous generation, which feels very sincere. The Vivo Pad 6 Pro is an incredibly comprehensive and flawless tablet. It has an excellent 4K display, a leading flagship chip, and a convenient interconnected ecosystem.